Thinking about a well-known city in the United States, New York comes to our mind. New York City is universally recognized as the largest and greatest city in the United States. It is known as the Big Apple and also dubbed as the city that never sleeps. Have you ever wondered aloud why and how this city bore its iconic nickname? The origins of this city's memorable moniker? Is it because New Yorkers never go to bed? Or maybe Americans are nocturnal creatures? Could it be that Americans only come out at night? Follow along as we discover and explore the 10 most exciting, diverse, and best spots in the city. From the city's towering skyscrapers to its historical venues, if you're invested in learning more about New York's best places, and if you're planning to visit the world's biggest apple, then stay stunned. First on the list, Statue of Liberty. Can you recognize this statue? You're right, it's the famous Lady Liberty. No one can fail to be familiar with this iconic statue. The Statue of Liberty has come to symbolize freedom around the world. This monument needs no introduction. The Statue of Liberty, also known as Liberty Enlightening the World, is a cultural and historical landmark in New York City. At nearly 152 feet in height, from its foundation to its torch, and weighing around 450,000 pounds, it is one of the world's largest and most visited monuments. How amazing could that be? What can we say other than wow? Lady Liberty is more than just a tourist attraction. She embodied not only America, but also the journey of millions of immigrants to the United States in search of a better life. It was built in 1886 as a gift from France to America. Times Square. 2023 is fast approaching. Are you excited about New Year's Eve? Where will you host your feast? When most people celebrate New Year's Eve in their homes, people in New York celebrate it at Times Square. It's been dubbed as the heart of New York City and the intersection of the universe. People from all over the world gather here every year to celebrate the feast and watch the famous ball drop at midnight as they welcome the start of a new and exciting year. Times Square, located in New York City, is widely considered to be the most famous public square in the world. People frequently see real-life celebrities here. However, if they don't, they can always see wax replicas of those celebrities at Madame Tussauds Wax Works. There's no mistaking you're in the heart of New York City. 3. Brooklyn Bridge. Connecting Brooklyn and Manhattan. The Gothic-style arches and suspension cables of the Brooklyn Bridge stretch for 5,989 feet across the East River and have long served as a source of inspiration for artists, musicians, and writers for decades. When it comes to bridges in the United States, the Brooklyn Bridge is both historic and impressive in length. Beautiful limestone, granite, and cement pillars were used to support the bridge when it was built in 1883. Wide variety of films have used this bridge as a setting. If you've seen the amazing Spider-Man 2 and vaguely remember the iconic "I love you" scene between Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy, you've recognized why this bridge is familiar. 4. Rockefeller Center. The Rockefeller Center's long and fascinating history never ceases to amaze and captivate everyone. The fact that it's essentially another city within a city is what gives it its notoriety and has gained widespread attention. All your needs can be met in this world-famous plaza, home to Radio City Music Hall, the GE building with its breathtaking views from the top of the rock, art galleries, breathtaking sculptures, an enormous skating rink, and countless shops and restaurants. Indulge your senses in this aesthetically pleasing and satisfying Midtown complex. 9/11 Memorial and Museum. Does it ring a bell? Do you remember the 9/11 deadly attacks in the United States? Once a prominent landmark in the skyline of Manhattan, the twin 110-story towers of the World Trade Center were tragically destroyed by suicide-piloted jetliners on September 11, 2001. The new museum was built around the World Trade Center's ruins and includes the historic structures within its impressive design. The building's 2 square reflecting pools are each an acre in size. The National September 11 Memorial and Museum, commonly referred to as simply the 9/11 Memorial, is the preeminent memorial honoring the nearly 3,000 people who died in the 2001 terrorist attacks and the 6 people who perished in the 1993 bombing. Extending over 110,000 square feet, the museum features interactive exhibits, real-time recordings, original artifacts, and multimedia displays that tell the story of the 9/11 attacks. The High Line. Looking for outdoor fun? Manhattan's West Side is home to the futuristic elevated linear park known as High Line Park. From Gansevoort Street to 34th Street in New York, the park spans 1.45 miles of green space. The park features a view of the New York skyline and is landscaped with bushes, flowers, and art installations. If you're looking for a starting point for your New York City sightseeing adventure, look no further than this park. Popular artwork by Spencer Finch, titled "The River That Flows Both Ways," can be found in High Line Park. New York City staples like bagels, smoothies, pancakes, and sandwiches can be found at any of the many eateries surrounding High Line Park. If you want to take a stroll or do some sightseeing in New York City, the High Line is the place to go. Central Park. Central Park is a green oasis in the middle of New York City, providing a nice break from the city's hectic pace despite the city's many skyscrapers. Central Manhattan is engulfed by this park, museum, and concert hall hybrid, which is the 5th largest and most visited park in the United States due to the sheer variety it provides. Central Park in New York City covers over 800 acres, is surrounded by high-rises on all sides, and is a popular place to spend the afternoon year-round. Skaters, cyclists, and children of all ages can be seen here frequently. Alternatively, you could take in the scenic lake view or go out on the water in a boat with your loved ones. Central Park is home to a wonderful zoo where visitors can see exotic native North American bird and animal species. You can enjoy the park or eat at a high-end restaurant, but either way, you'll be amazed by the incredible scenery. Empire State Building. Now, this is definitely not for people with acrophobia, who have an intense fear of situations that involve heights, because this Empire State Building is the 4th tallest building in New York City. This 102-story, 382-meter-tall building was the tallest in the world until the World Trade Center Tower was built 41 years later. After opening in 1931, the Empire State Building became an instantaneous symbol of New York City. And even now, it ranks among America's most recognizable landmarks and is a must-see for couples, architects, and historians. It's not only a work of art to look at, but it also has some fantastic panoramas. Fifth Avenue. If you live by the motto, "I'm not a shopaholic, I'm helping the economy," then Fifth Avenue, also known as Millionaire's Row, one of America's most famous shopping streets, is sure to be a sight for your eyes. With stores like Cartier, Bergdorf Goodman, Tiffany & Co., and Van Cleef & Arpels, it is the most expensive and best shopping street in New York. This street is similar to Paris's Champs-Élysées and Tokyo's Ginza. Fifth Avenue is a shopper's dream, full to the brim with stores selling everything from everyday items to fine jewelry and designer clothing from the most affordable to the most extravagant price. Alternatively, if you're not interested in going bankrupt like I am, you can easily spend a day in the area's 9 museums, which include the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Guggenheim. New York Public Library. Do you read a lot? Are you bibliophile? Well, New York City has also the best place for bookworms. As the 2nd largest public library in the United States and the 4th largest in the world, the Stephen A. Schwarzman Building, also known as the New York Public Library, draws a large number of avid readers, history buffs, and design enthusiasts. The Bryant Park landmark is visited primarily by tourists who want to see the famous marble lions, patience and fortitude that stand guard at the entrance and who appreciate the building's beautiful Beaux Art style. When it comes to marble buildings in the United States, the New York Public Library easily tops the list. Almost every author's manuscript is stored in this magnificent structure. The impressiveness of the library's main reading room is heightened by the coffered ceiling. The Big Apple, indeed. From one of the world's largest monuments, the intersection of the universe, longest bridges, parks, and towering skyscrapers, to a city within a city. No wonder why New York City is dubbed as the city that never sleeps, because it is full of life, and there is always something going on somewhere. A place where people from all walks of life can mingle, offering visitors a window into diverse customs and traditions from around the world. There's never enough time to experience everything in this frenetic city. Exploring New York's amazing places makes me want to teleport there in a snap. Have you been to this breathtaking city? You must be in full awe. If not among the best places, which spot do you want to go first? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. Please give this video a huge thumbs up if you found it entertaining, and consider subscribing to our channel for more awesome videos. Until next time.